Welcome to the Rams post-draft show, coming to you from the SoFi Draft Lab. I'm Camryn Irwin, alongside D'Marco Farr and the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay. We've made it. Day 3 is done, and we've got a team.
I'm exhausted. It is, we almost set a record. I think 16 picks in the draft is the most ever. We came close. We got a lot of guys we got today, D'Marco.
You got a team.
What do you think?
A lot of guys. I know you love the grass part. I mean, how do you like this part? What is this exercise for you in your football love?
It's necessary, but we're excited to get to work with these guys. It's really a great culmination of a lot of work that's been done by, our scouting staff, a year's worth of work, really a couple years worth of work, getting the backgrounds, evaluating these players, being able to get the stacks in the right order, and then being able to work in combination with our coaches. And, we were able to really get a lot of the guys that we had kind of targeted, address a lot of those positions, and we're a better football team. I think the most important thing for us moving forward is how can we create a competitive atmosphere and environment, bring guys in here that are made of the right stuff. They like football. They're smart. They're tough. They're competitive. And I think, all these guys that we got end up checking those boxes, and, we'll see how it goes when they get here.
Well, you mentioned the record break, but also with 14 total picks this year alone. If you go all the way back to 92, 30 years ago, there were 12 rounds in the draft then. That's what we've far surpassed at this point, 14 total picks.
It's unbelievable.
A total number. But talk to me about the process, because it had to be a full-on approach from start to finish of this draft.
It really was. And, it started on Thursday night for us. There were some guys that we had talked about potentially going up for. That didn't really come to fruition, but got 3 players on Friday night that you feel really good about, and then you're able to add a handful of guys, with 11 picks today. And like I said, we were able to address a lot of different spots, add depth to different rooms. Some of the rooms were thinner than others, but there'll be competition. There'll be guys that, are going to come in and make us a better football team. There's no doubt about that. And what kind of roles they earn, we'll see. And it'll be fun, seeing how this thing unfolds.
Love the draft. You're talking about filling out rooms. I love where you spent your picks. You get the guard, you get some outside.
Would you tell me if you didn't love?
Of course I would. You know I would.
Yes, I do know that.
The guy
That's
we were
true.
going to talk about filling out rooms is actually Stetson Bennett. I mean, you've got a quarterback from a winning program and developing guys into guys. Well, you come into the right situation. You got a veteran, and now you're a rookie in that room. That's got to be great for Stetson.
There's no doubt. And, the guy's a winner. He's a competitor. He's been able to kind of overcome some different things. And, he's got a lot of athleticism. He's got a natural stroke. You could see, I thought they did such a great job at Georgia, which makes it a little bit easier eval with a lot of the concepts that you're going to ask guys, to try to activate and execute. And he'll get to learn under, a great former UGA Bulldog, Super Bowl champ Matthew Stafford. And it'll be fun. But we're looking to get to, we're excited about getting to work with him. I know Zach Robinson, Mike LaFleur were really jacked up. He was one of the guys that they had really targeted from the jump, and fortunately we got him.
And I know this is the first quarterback you've had a chance to draft. What was your thought process coming into this draft, knowing, we need a guy in that second spot? I mean, what were you telling yourselves in terms of these are our needs?
Well, I think when you look at it, when you got one guy on the roster, Camryn, that was an important part of the evaluation process. And when you identify a guy that's got a lot of the traits and characteristics that you look for, and you're able to get him when we did, that was something that we had kind of targeted from the jump. It worked out the way that we had hoped, and being able to kind of move back yesterday ended up allowing us to get that 4th-round pick, and that was always kind of our thought in mind to be able to use that on Stetson.
Well, it's a guy that knows how to win, and knows how to win in SoFi, more importantly.
Hey, there you go. It's exactly right.
Always good.
I want to know if Avila was coming off the rock on you. We get him and McClendon on a vertical double team. You're the 3 technique having to hold the B gap. Are they taking you off the balcony, or are you going to be able to hold point?
He would hit vapor. As soon as the ball moved, he would hit vapor. Absolutely. On the way in, when you talk about so many young guys coming in, it's going to be a cracking training camp.
Yes.
I love young training camps.
Me too.
I mean, that's got to be exciting for you.
It really is. It feels similar to the approach where you're learning a lot about different guys and don't have much exposure to when we got here in 2017. We've been so fortunate to have such great continuity, and then you still have some guys that have been pillars and be foundational pieces, but then you got a lot of great competition, a lot of first and second year guys that are going to be competing for jobs to be able to start and be foundational pieces for our team for years to come. And so there'll be a lot of competition. I think that's what brings out the best in people. And our guys have done a great job. Going into week 3 of the offseason program, really loved what the 44 guys on our team.
Yeah.
Now we add CFAs, we add the 14 draft picks. And so once those guys can come in here in a couple weeks, that'll really be fun to be able to see the competition start to unfold in OTAs and things like that.
Vapor. Nothing. Vapor. Gone.
Yeah.
Sitting right on top of your quarterback.
I believe it. Hey, I respect the game, man. I remember.
All right, well, you did add 4 in the 5th round, and you addressed a lot of different needs throughout this draft. You just take a look at this round alone, and you've got a linebacker, an offensive tackle, tight end, which is very important, as well as a wide receiver. So once you hit that 5th, and especially picking up a tight end, I know that was an area of focus for you guys. Tyler Higbee coming off his 2nd best career season. I mean, what could this offense look like with a guy like Davis Allen in the mix?
It's, we expect to be a lot better, and it starts with us doing a better job of coaching, giving the clarity. Obviously, you want to be able to do a good job of trying to stay healthier, have some more continuity up front. You get some of your key skill players back, but Higbee's such a stud. But you also, I really loved what Bryson Hopkins did. He made positive strides. I'm excited about seeing what Hunter Long can do. You acquire him in the trade for Jalen with the Dolphins. And then, Allen was a guy that we had targeted. I got a text right away from Dabo Sweeney, who I have tremendous respect from and tremendous respect for. And just, this guy's a complete player. It's like throwing into a pillow. He's got great soft hands. He can be a part of the blocking surface. And so there's a lot of versatility, and it'll be great to get him in here.
Can I use that on game day, thrown into a pillow?
If it fits for you.
I think that works, yeah.
It's just a soft hands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
I like that.
It's like when you get into your mattress at the end of the day.
Visual. It's right there for me. Thrown into a pillow. And you got yourself a punter, didn't you?
Chase Blackburn got us a punter.
No. Yeah.
Wingate. Where the hell is that?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
We figured it out.
I know that only because one of my best friends, Bud Crawford, played at Davidson, the Pioneer League. Wingate, rival of Davidson Wildcats. There you go.
Now,
it's
there's
a true story.
Also something to note in terms of you look at the colleges around the country, 4 guys that have spent a majority of their career at TCU. What's Sonny Dykes doing over there that you like so much?
Well, I know he's doing a great job of getting them to a national championship his first year as head coach. But these guys, get Noteboom out of there a couple years ago. But you really study, these guys, and really impressive. I really am excited about being able to get to work with Avila. And then obviously, you look at Tomlinson. What a competitive corner. I mean, you just see the football and the family blood. He was at his uncle's house, LaDainian Tomlinson, when we called him in Dallas. And those are pretty good genes right there. But, to win the Thorpe Award, to be able to be that active, to be able to have that many pass breakups. The guy's a competitor. He's got great speed, short space quickness, lateral agilities, and I know Aubrey and Coach Beaker are excited to be able to get him in their room and get him going.
See, I love that you value that, guys that are decorated. I mean, they just don't give those awards out. You got to earn them.
Production, and those guys, previous experiences and performances are usually the best indicators of future success, and so those guys have been in big-time games. I mean, you look at the TCU, those guys are playing in national championships. You get Stetson Bennett, you get McClendon, you got 4 guys out of these 14 that were playing in SoFi for a national championship this past year. I think the 2 guys from TCU probably would say they enjoyed the one against Michigan better, though.
No doubt.
No,
this is your
fair.
7th draft. It doesn't seem like that. It seems like just yesterday. Or does it?
It depends.
You know what? This is outstanding. The only thing that you wish is you had some shades on, because I'm squinting like crazy.
You're good.
Sitting up on the balcony right now.
All right. Well, speaking of that, I think that's about all the time we've got. This has, of course, been the Rams post-draft show. Our final date. Sean, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course.
And same
Good to
to you,
see you guys.
DeMarco.
Vapor.
Again, we've been coming to
They
you
would
live
rock
from
you.
the SoFi Draft Lab.
It'd look like
These
you'd
guys
be
are
on
just gonna keep
ice
going
skates.
at
You'd
it.
be trying to
Honestly,
sit
we'll
on
be
that
here all
double
day.
team.